Welcome back. Today we are going to learn the last part of our chapter, and it is acceleration. In our previous class, we learned about non-uniform velocity. Vehicles traveling on the road do not travel at a constant speed. Speed is increased or decreased according to the specifics of the road. That is, the driver uses the accelerator to increase the speed of the vehicle as well as the brakes to slow down. Let's look at an example for this. This is the line diagram of the journey of a car when moved from the point A to the point F. The journey of the car started from the point A. That is, at A the car is not moving, so its velocity is 0. After that, the car arrives at B, C, D and finally reaches at F. The journey of car ends here. So at F, the velocity becomes 0. It takes about 5 seconds to reach each point. One point to be remembered: the starting or beginning velocity is initial velocity, and it is denoted by u. The velocity which the body attains at the end of the given time period is final velocity, and it is denoted by v. Consider the journey of the car from A to B. At A, the car has just started its journey, so the velocity at A is considered as initial velocity. And the final velocity is the velocity of the car at B, that is 5 meters per second. Another one, journey from B to C. Initial velocity is the velocity at B, that is 5 meters per second. Final velocity is 10 meters per second, which is at the point C. Based on this, let's complete the table, and it is on your textbook. Consider A to B. Initial velocity is 0. That the body has just started its journey. And the final velocity, that is the velocity when the body reaches at the point B. So the final velocity v equal to 5 meters per second. The change in velocity is final velocity minus initial velocity, v minus u. That is 5 minus 0 equal to 5 meters per second. 5 meters per second is the change in the velocity from A to B, and it takes 5 seconds to reach the point B from A. Now we are going to find out the rate of change in velocity. Rate of change in velocity means change in velocity divided by time. So 5 meters per second divided by 5 seconds. Cancelling each other, we got 1 meter per second square. From B to C, here the initial velocity is 5 meters per second and the final velocity is 10 meters per second. The change in velocity is v minus u. So 10 minus 5 equal to 5 meters per second. It takes 5 seconds to reach the body from B to C. So the rate of change in velocity equal to v minus u divided by t. That is 5 meters per second divided by 5 seconds. That is equal to 1 meter per second square. The rate of change in velocity from C to D. Initial velocity 10 meters per second. Final velocity is also 10 meters per second. So there is no change in velocity. That means 10 minus 10 equal to 0. The time taken to reach from C to D is 5 seconds. So the rate of change in velocity equal to 0. Next is D to E. The initial velocity is 10 meters per second and the final velocity is 6 meters per second. The change in velocity is 6 minus 10, that is equal to negative 4. The time taken by the body to reach E from D is 5 seconds. The rate of change in velocity equal to V minus U divided by T equal to negative 4 divided by 5, that is equal to negative 0.8 meter per second square. Like this, try to find out the rate of change in velocity from E to F. So now we have found out the rate of change in velocity. This rate of change in velocity is acceleration. Acceleration A equal to V minus U divided by T. This is the formula for finding the acceleration of a body. A equal to V minus U divided by T. Change in velocity means velocity. So we can write the unit of velocity here, meter per second. And then unit of time, that is second. So acceleration equal to meter per second divided by second. Finally we got meter per second square. So the unit of acceleration is meter per second square. We know velocity is a vector quantity. Like that, acceleration is also a vector quantity, that it has both magnitude and direction.